Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Khan and I usually talk about citizenship by investment programs, residency by investment programs and second home visas. Today we are going to talk about Malaysia My Second Home program because this is one of the most popular visas. It is not now, but it was historically a very famous second home visa in Asia, and many people were actually interested and even enthusiastic about this program when the government announced in 2021 that they will rebrand the program, they will introduce a new pathway to this program, new requirements basically. So I made a lot of videos about Malaysia My Second Home program, but then the government got very slow in implementing all the new policies and basically releasing the information. But right now we have a clear picture of the Malaysia My Second Home program, how you can apply. There is one Mainland Malaysia My Second Home program and two separate programs, one for Sabah state and one for Sarawak. So I have talked about Sarawak and Sabah in different videos, and I will make more videos in the future where I can step by step guide you how you can simply go through the process and apply for the visas in Mainland and also Sarawak and Sabah. But today I'm going to talk about a very specific option within the Malaysia My Second Home program, and that is the special financial zone, which has like lower requirements, the age limit is also lowered, and there are some benefits and some I would say disadvantages as well. So let's talk about the special financial zone, because many of my viewers are asking, still people have interest in moving to Malaysia with the second home program. So many were asking to make a video about the special financial zone and what is that actually, because people are actually confused with this thing, like how they can go for the special economic zone. So this video, watch till the end. I'm going to explain to you what you need, what are the requirements and the exact steps to apply for the special zone basically. So let's get started. First, let's talk about the mainland program. There are three categories: silver, gold and platinum, and the minimum requirements for the mainland MM2H program is that you have to deposit 150,000 US dollars in a bank. That should be a fixed deposit, like you can get an interest on that. And then another requirement, this is not just the only requirement, there are two requirements. One requirement is that you will have to do the deposit and then you have to buy a property, and that property should be worth 600,000 Malaysian ringgits, which is equal to 136,000 US dollars. And roughly you can say like 140,000 US dollars, right? So these are the two requirements that you must meet in order to apply for the mainland Malaysia My Second Home program, right? Combinedly, the fixed deposit and also the property investment will make it like 300,000 US dollars for the silver category, which is the basic one, right? And then it is for 5 years. You will get a 5 years visa, and then you can renew it again and again as long as you have that investment there, because the property investment is very critical. You cannot resell your property for the next 10 years. So this is a very big hurdle for investors and for people who are looking to invest in Malaysia and get this second home visa, right? So that is for the mainland program, right? Now the special economic zone has lower requirements basically. The special economic zone, what is that? The requirement for fixed deposit is just 65,000 US dollars. Still you have to make the fixed deposit in a local bank, and that fixed deposit is 65,000 US dollars for applicants in the age from 21 years to 49 years. This age group will make a fixed deposit of 65,000 US dollars, but if you are over 50 years old, then this investment is reduced. This fixed deposit will be just 32,000 US dollars, right? And $32,000 is a lot less than the 150,000 for the mainland program, right? So what is the catch? The catch is that you have to also get a property. You have to buy a house, minimum 600,000 US dollar Malaysian ringgits, which is again like 136,000 US dollars. So combinedly, if you go for the special financial zone program, SFZ, then the $32,000 a fixed deposit and 136,000 US dollars will make it like 170,000 in total, right? So you have to invest that in Malaysia and you will get a 10 years visa, like For the mainland silver category, you get a 5 years visa. For the special financial zone, you get a 10 years visa, which is renewable again, like if you hold that amount. Now, one more interesting thing is that when you make the fixed deposit and you get your visa, once you make the fixed deposit, you will get your visa. And then you can withdraw 50% of that amount immediately to buy the property, because you have 1 year to purchase the property. Like in both options, the mainland program and also the special zone. The mainland means like the silver category. If you are going for the silver category, you still have 1 year to buy the property, and if you go for the special economic zone, you still have 1 year to buy the property. And the thing is, you can get your 50% amount to buy the property. For example, if you go for the mainland program and you make a fixed deposit of like 150,000, then you can get immediately after you get your visa, you can get immediately 75,000. You can withdraw from your fixed deposit and you can combine that with the property investment. Like you can, let's say you want to go for a 150,000 US dollars apartment, you can buy in mainland. If you are going for the silver category, right, you can buy anywhere. So $150,000 will get you an apartment, like 1-bedroom apartment, maybe in states like Johor or Kuala Lumpur, and then you have 75,000 already in the fixed deposit because you withdraw 50% already, right? So combinedly, it makes it like 225,000 for your silver category, and you will get a 5 years visa. Now for the special financial zone, what happens is you have to buy the property, but only in a special zone. You cannot buy everywhere. In the special financial zone, is right now available is only one option, that is Forest City. Where is Forest City? This is a very huge project on 7,000 acres, and this is located between Singapore and the Malaysian state of Johor. And this is the only option right now where you can purchase the property. You cannot purchase anywhere else if you are going to apply for the special financial zone. Now here is a very, very important thing. You do not need to live there. Actually, the Forest City still has it is a very long-term project and a very huge project, almost a new city. It was built by Chinese and Malaysian companies, and the aim was to bring 1 million people when at the peak, right? When it is built and everything is there and the ecosystem established, they were aiming to bring 1 million people to live in that city. But right now, there are only 10,000 people, only a population of only 10,000, and it was considered a ghost town just 2 years back. And that is why the Malaysian My Second Home program is focusing on this project, because this is a multi-billion-dollar project and it's stake basically. And the Johor government and the Malaysian main government, federal government, are trying to bring investors to this project, the Forest City, right? So you have to buy an apartment equal to 600,000 Malaysian ringgits, which again translates to 136,000 US dollars. But the minimum amount, because the prices in Forest City is a little bit like higher than other places, right? So for 150,000 US dollars, you can buy like a studio apartment or a 1-bedroom apartment, or in some cases maybe a 2-bedroom apartment, and you can hold that there for 10 years. You have to hold it like anywhere, you know, if you go for the mainland or for the special financial zone, you have to hold it for 10 years, right? And for the 10 years, you can use it yourself, you can rent it out, whatever you want to do with it, you can do it, right? But you will get the visa, the 10 years visa, and with that visa, you can live in mainland Malaysia, anywhere you want. Like if you want to live in Kuala Lumpur or Johor or Penang, whatever, you can live there, right? But you have to hold that property. So what we understand is that if you are over 50 years of age, you make the fixed deposit and then you get the visa, and then you have 1 year to make the purchase in the Forest City, and that should be minimum 600,000 Malaysian ringgit. So now you understand the process, the requirements, and everything, right? If you have any question about it, you can put down in comments. Now the thing is how the process works basically. Where is the point A to point B and point Z? There is another thing. Like right now, you can only apply for the Malaysia My Second Home visa through an approved agent. You cannot go to apply directly. There is a one window operation. The Malaysian government has set up a one window operation for the Malaysia My Second Home, but it should be applied through an official agent, an approved agent. And now the tricky part is that the agent also charge you a hefty fees like 40,000 Malaysian ringgits. This is the standard fees, and for everybody is the same. Like, there is no transparency. Before, the agents were free to charge any fees to anybody, but now this is standard, this is fixed, and it is 40,000 ringgits, which is roughly like 10,000 US dollars, approximately 10,000, but to be exact, it is 9,200 US dollars. You have to pay partial amount or all amount to the approved agent. Like, you have to find an agent. You go to Google and just search for the approved agents, MM2H agents. They will have their license and everything set up, right? Because without the license and without the approval, they cannot apply for you. Now, once you find the approved agent, you will hand them your documents initially, because there is two-step process. The first process is to get an approval for you, and with that conditional approval, you can go to Malaysia. That is basically an entry visa, right? On paper, you arrive in Malaysia, and you go to that agent, and the agent will do all the paperwork for you, and then you open the account, the fixed deposit account, and once the account is opened, you will transfer the money for the special financial zone, 65,000 US dollars for people between age of 21 to 49 years, and 32,000 US dollars for over 50 years, right? You will bring that money to the fixed deposit account, and after that the agent will do the process, like getting you the actual visa on your passport and the card and everything, right? Like for the mainland 5 years, and for the special economic zone, financial zone is the 10 years visa. You will get that visa when you are in Malaysia. After that, you have 1 year to do the property purchase. So this is the whole scenario and the whole thing. Now the thing is that in that 40,000 Malaysian ringgit fees which you will pay to the approved agent, that includes everything, like the government fees, the taxes, the stamp duty, the visa fees, because visa also has a fees, right? For the silver category and also for the special financial zone, visa has like 1,000 to 5,000 ringgit fees. So everything is included in that package of 40,000 Malaysian ringgit. So you will pay that to the agent, and the agent will do everything for you. Now here is the thing, guys. You cannot work on this visa. Once you get this visa, you are not allowed to work or get an employment in Malaysia, but you can do business. If you want to do business in Malaysia, you are free to do. You can open a company there, or you can invest in properties, or you can invest in different businesses. That is allowed, basically. And one more thing, the advantage of this visa is that you can bring your spouse, your children up to 34 years of age. If your children are single, not married, then you can bring them with you up to 34 years of age, and your parents and your parents-in-law as well. So this is, I think, a good advantage of this visa if you are still going to go for it, and if you are still interested in it, right? And that's it. If you have any question, please put down that in the comments. Thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to watch upcoming videos, and I will make more detailed and specific videos about the Malaysia My Second Home program.